in the
You
shower.
sound like a big echo.
Yeah, that's wicked. You're not at work.
Test. Is that better?
Yes. You're
All
not
right,
at
we
work.
got about a minute.
My mic cutter.
There goes the tweets.
I only saw you once on the telephone, Justin.
I was busy.
I should shut up.
One moment, please.
Alrighty, boys and girls, quiet on the set. Getting ready to roll live on the radio.
Nice.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside of Shroud of the Avatar. Going on 2 years, folks. 2 years. 2 years. Today,
Something like
for
that.
the record, is Friday, March 10th, 2017. Here inside Shroud of the Avatar, we're coming off yesterday's 12-hour telethon, where we raised a crap ton of money for the game. And, of course, we got final tallies on the Iron Maiden Chemo Relief Fund. We're going to talk all about that. We'll talk a little bit about what happened yesterday during the telethon. All the fun rewards everybody got for their $5, including
I don't know what you're
a
talking about.
duck. Now we all get a duck.
We're getting a duck?
Yes, you didn't know we're getting a duck? We're getting a
No,
wooden duck.
duck.
A wooden duck. That's right.
Right.
You too can now buy a duck. Well, we know that with the Mandarin duck, but this one actually looks like a duck. Not like a dog.
Is it a wood duck or a wooden duck?
Well, it's wood, you know. You like that wood, don't you? Tough crowd here on a Friday. Come
Someone's
on,
looking
man.
at me funny.
Well, see, you're not used to having an audience there in studio, so you know.
She's like just like
And you
keeping her on my
really
monitor,
got to
and
be
it's
careful
like,
of what you say
what?
because she can just walk up and dick punch you right on camera now. Or even head slap you. So
Do it, Justin. Do it. Do it.
Yeah. Well, she didn't do it yesterday, so I was kind of shocked. But
I
she
was
did
waiting
take the
for
wooden
it.
spoon, and she did spank me
Yeah,
a
she
few
did
times.
try to hit you in
Yeah.
the face with that wooden spoon. I saw that.
Well,
I saw that.
you couldn't see what I did with the wooden spoon before that she may have wanted to be tempted to do something.
Soup, anybody?
yeah,
So
I-
she-
I
so she
figured
did
when
have
you
to
were
take the
leaning
wooden
over
spoon.
showing her the phone, she would have just snuck in there and smacked you one.
Yeah, but then nobody would have been able to see that me getting punched in the junk.
Well, see, they would have missed that anyway because most of the time they had the camera on something else and it wasn't on the room. So a lot of times, like when Arias told me to send you a message, you know, we were hoping to get your reaction when he said how sexy your bald head was and getting them excited here. So you missed Arias yesterday.
I chuckled.
I know,
chuckled a little
but
bit.
we couldn't
Yeah.
see it on camera because they had something else up on screen. I said to him, I says, watch, when we get back to that, I says, he's going to have a big smile on his face. And, of course, you did, I mean, we have some fun.
I chuckled.
It's always fun when the live stream's going on and we know we can actually tweet to either Jack or Justin or even Lord British or Dark Star Barrick right in the room. And we watched them check their phones, so you can get a kick out of it if you know what's going on back there.
I would never check my phone during this show.
No, never. You would never answer the phone. You'd never go answer the front door, get a package.
It rings once, Jack's out of here.
Yeah.
I got a phone call, and then you don't see him. He's
during
out.
live stream, and then pass it to me so I could laugh.
No. Justin is absolutely right. I would never show her messages coming across on my phone.
Yeah.
Just a chuckle.
But
I was messaging Jack during the One-Bees.
Yeah,
I don't know what
now,
you're talking about.
there seemed to be a
his phone.
couple hitches there. I had the message back in, and I says, hey, didn't Celine get a chance to say hello? And, of course, we saw some technical difficulties there. I hear, who was it? Acephalius had the same problem. His mic was on, but they bypassed him.
I think he ended up with the thank you.
Yeah.
And that's all he was able to get.
I don't even recall seeing him come up on screen during the 1B recipients. But, yes, let's go ahead and kick off with, of course, I said it yesterday during the community hour, but I want to go ahead and congratulate all the 1B recipients out there, including and especially our own Wake Up New Britannia crew, Wolftom and Celine, joining the 1B recipient list, Knights of New Britannia, and everybody out there, congratulations on joining the ranks.
Yeah, congratulations to all the 1B recipients. It just means that, as other people have stated, now you actually begin to do a lot more work.
Yes,
for the community.
Is what you don't. What's that?
I want to back up just a second.
Justin wants to say something.
Yeah, I want to back up just a second.
Do you want to walk over here? And
yeah, why didn't I assumed you were going to give her a chair to sit down in, but no,
Let me pull the other chair out.
Yeah, I figured you would do that, being the gentleman that you are not.
I think the part that you guys don't get.
Hey, I like Laz and Justin better than I like Laz and Jack.
Drunk everybody in that room is. I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah, she can't hear
Here,
us.
I'll give him back.
You want to share an earbud?
Oh, there you go. Now we're talking.
Hold on, Jack. We got breaking news. The audience says that they prefer Laz and Justin over Laz and Jack. So you're going to be replaced.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. See, I don't see that anywhere in any of the conversations. Anywhere that says,
Yeah, they're onto our poll.
I tell you what, even YOLO tweeted out yesterday he knew there was going to be cute chicks down there, he would have came to the offices. So if he knew Justin was going to be there, he saw a picture of her and that was his comment. Actually, it was her and
Sarah.
Serafina were in the picture. Yes, yes. There we go.
Got to move chairs.
Move over, Jack. Man, we got too much of your face in there.
Yeah, just keep moving. Keep moving a little bit.
Keep moving. There you go. Keep moving.
That's he doesn't race. So
we got you both good on screen here. We
yeah.
can see you there. Welcome, Justin, to the stream. Wow.
Welcome to Hangover.
Yes, Woo! Hangover 101. Hashtag Hangover for the guys and gals down at the offices last night. And I know Ezekiel Cooper's in here with us, or at least he was. He should probably be feeling a little under the weather today as well, after all that. Is Ezekiel listening?
Everything went on sale.
I was drunk as a motherfucker, baby.
Yeah, see, that's my feelings. Is avoid hangovers, stay drunk.
Captain makes it happen.
And that's what he was drinking. He had that big bottle of Captain.
I drank 3/4 of a fifth yesterday, just in the hour I was on.
Now, they had a big jump in. We were watching. Sean Silverfoot was in yesterday, and we were chatting, and we were watching, and we were, of course, speculating how much they were going to raise. And These days the 65,000 mark is nothing. That's usually a drop in the bucket, but they hit 35, and at 35, all of a sudden it skyrocketed.
Oh my God!
And it jumped like $20,000-$30,000 within 15 minutes, and it was shot after shot after shot.
God, that's what did me
was when everything went on sale in the add-on store.
Now, that happened twice yesterday, right? Actually, three times,
Three.
because I remember the last spin, that last unintentional spin by Darkstar, putting everything on sale last minute. That was funny.
That was rough. Normally I head back to Dallas right after the community hour, so I'm only really actually drinking during the community hour. Yesterday was a full 12-hour drunk.
The full 12 hours, the full Monty.
I only had one beer.
Yes, we saw that one beer throughout the day.
Yeah, he was nursing that sucker.
Yeah, somebody's got to drive. Come on now, somebody's got to be responsible party down there.
Well, you couldn't have seen me nursing that beer the entire time because there were parts of the day where I wasn't even in the office.
I don't know. You had a bottle in your hand every time I saw you on screen. I don't know.
Well, I was really only on screen for the 1Bs in the community hour.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, one beer.
With the success of the everything on sale, makes you wonder why they don't just do that all day.
Well, again, we've had that conversation, and one of our pet peeves is things that are on sale that never go off sale. That's one of our pet peeves around here.
Hot tubs? What?
Yeah. That's
what you're
just
talking about.
one. But a lot of stuff expired yesterday. There's a whole list of that. I'm going to put it up on screen. Let's get the tallies up on screen for the good boys and girls out there. Oops.
What tally is he talking about? The $142,000 raised?
That's $142,000 raised. That's right.
Hey, does that mean that we got the thorn shield and sword or whatever?
Oh yes, we got.
Good.
You want to read the list, or we want to have our guest star today read the list for everybody?
Oh, I think Justin's gonna read it.
Oh, I am going to read it? Okay, great. What am I reading?
I don't know.
Is
You're just
the
winging it.
list of achievements? What we're getting for those achievements there?
We achieved the Flower Leap emote, which is crazy cute if you haven't seen it.
We've only seen
The
the
butterfly
Darkstar
mask?
emulated.
Oh, have you? Gix is right there. Can he do it?
I don't know. Can Gex do it? 30 seconds.
Now she's making me change windows just and then you also have to remember there is that delay between
That's right.
what we say and
Yeah, we'll
what
see if he
he's
does
gonna
it. We achieved the butterfly mask, the stained glass hand lantern, floral pattern stained glass oil table lamp 3-pack, the white flowered topiary creature statues, and that's a pack of 3, a dragon, a bear, and a satyr. We achieved the leaf shield and leaf spear, large spring themed fountain with floating candles. Ooh, I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, pretty deco. Got Justin drooling.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Thorn bow and thorn sword. I can't even talk now. And the thorn wand, staff, mace, and 2-handed sword. Oh, we didn't make it to our little mini mushroom, our farting mushroom.
No, we did not make it to the
Aw,
farting mushroom.
darn
Did
it.
not make it to the magic mushrooms. And of course, don't forget the duck. They keep leaving the duck off there where everybody's getting a model of a wooden duck.
The duck.
Where?
Duck.
See, this
So
is
what
where
happened?
I really don't know about the duck.
So the problem with being in the office for the 12-hour telethon is that we don't actually get to see the 12-hour telethon until we watch it later because we can't hear it. We can see it through the window, but we can't hear anything
There's
that's going
this
on. So
magical
we miss
new
all of that.
device new thing on these devices that you all brought with you. It's called Twitch, and you just put that on one of the computers out in the hallway so you can see what's going on. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but I can't. I'm tweeting, I'm putting things out in Discord, I'm running back and forth from the window to the room to tell them what's on sale, to go tell Vio
I
what's
know.
off sale. Like there's no
know.
paying attention to what's actually happening.
I've got some pictures I've grabbed from all the people who tweeted out, and I'll go ahead and throw them out there and share them for everybody on the NBNN archive site, and I'll see if I can get them into the Discord room later for everybody. But people don't know what that hallway setup looks like. You guys put the table outside the window in the hallway. You all put the laptops out there, and you all have a social media station basically set up out there. Yeah.
Yeah. But what's
Ground
also
zero.
happening out there is that Dallas will yell out whenever they've hit a $2,500 goal. So we have to hold up signs in the window that say shots, so they know it's time to take a shot. We got to make sure that the drunk folks in the room keep the money amount on the board up to date. When 30 minutes has passed and it's time to spin the wheel again, we have to hold up a sign to remind them to spin the wheel. I mean, there's a lot going on outside of that room.
Yeah,
There's a lot
yeah.
going on
You
outside.
got
I
to
did
remind
notice
them
one-
to put the all those prizes out, all that good stuff going on.
I noticed at the $60,000 mark, there was a drunken problem. Apparently, $600,000 had been
An
raised.
extra zero.
Oh.
There was an extra zero. Yeah,
Sidereal
God.
said that sounds like work.
So what happened in the last 15 minutes? Because when I tuned out, we were like $8,000 away from hitting 140.
Yeah,
Well,
they put a
Only
sale up.
2,000. It was 142,000 total. I will let you know that that I was actually watching List do some crafting, and he does say that the time sink is real when it comes to crafting.
Yes. Now, I haven't had enough time to comb over. Again, it was 12 hours worth of telethon, but there's a lot of points that I'd like to cover over the next week. And we'll pull some video clips out to share with you folks, highlights and all that stuff. A lot of great information. Now, Scotty got on, and I was a little busy helping out a couple new folks, so I was listening and I was watching, and I was amazed by what I was hearing, but I really couldn't focus on it. And I got to go back and nitpick that, because when Scotty gets into storytelling, and they gave him an extra half hour, I'm sure he could have run another 2 hours had we given him free reign.
Yeah.
And he went into in-depth details. He was reading stuff. I mean, that was just, it's giving you exactly how things went, how, different, what's the word I'm looking for? Ethnicities, different, the Vikings landed here, the kobolds were here, these guys are here. And he explained how this all evolved, how they traveled from point A to point B, explained all the shard falls, went into the moons and all this stuff. So there's a big history lesson that really needs to get some coverage there, because a lot of good information is usually inside these stories that Scotty gives us. Now,
Yeah, well, as I told you last night, some of that might be canon, some of it may be
I
the
understand
framework for the canon, but it's all great information.
now
Part of what I talked about with Scotty at our lunch, so I had one-on-one time with Scotty for an hour and a half or so, and we were actually talking about something like that. I wasn't keeping a timer. It could have been 2 minutes.
it feels like 2 hours when Scotty's talking, because it's always interesting.
Yeah, I needed a cigarette when I was done and a nap.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I should have gone then.
You should have.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
Story time with Scotty is always.
I know. It's like, yeah.
I tell you what, not to knock Lord British, but a tour by Lord British is one thing. An hour of story time with Scotty is on a whole different level. If you can get to sit down and just have his attention and let him explain something or tell you his story, it's on a whole different plane, I tell you. But anyway.
Now, did you enjoy his explanation of the virtue systems
Again,
ethos?
I was helping out some new folks, and I was listening and I was loving it, but I really couldn't focus on it. So I really want to go back, and I'll probably do that tonight, after the show.
Okay.
And I really want to sit down and ingest it and dissect it is really what I wanted to do, so that we can talk
I think
more
you'll
about it.
really enjoy it, because it really borders down into consent versus non-consent.
And yeah, there was this whole jive
No
going
means
on with
no.
that story. Now, of
Free will.
course,
No means yes.
Free will.
when we were in
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Boston back in 2015, Scotty was still working on the Hilt Fortress, and he had given us some information about all that stuff ahead of time. And this seems to be coinciding with that story, so I really want to delve into it. Anybody?
What are you
I
talking
got
about?
nothing.
Well, I got nothing because I missed all of that last night, so I don't. I'm
Well,
gonna have to go
again,
back and
that's
listen.
why I want to delve into it later on.
Who didn't miss it? Maybe we have someone who didn't miss it.
I know. Again, they were working down there. They were keeping busy, keeping the telethon running smooth down there. Of course, we had Winfield down there. We had Duke Violation helping out. Mad
the Mad
Hatter
Hatter.
was down there. And who was
Yeah.
the other guy? I know the other guy. He's always there, and I just forget his name. Elwin, thank you. Elwin was down there, and Ravlox may be showing up next time, so hopefully he'll be able to get down there and help get that Discord code figured out and get the bots back up and running to help the Hospitalers and the new folks as well. But
It's not hard to
moving right
Do
along.
a pod. Yeah. So where do you want to go to now?
I don't know. Where can we go from here? There's so much
Only
to talk
down.
about. Yeah, there's just so much to talk about from the telethon, but again, a lot of it still needs to be digested. We do have a stand-up from yesterday if you want to do that, or we can. Well, you didn't follow most of the questions while you were down there, so we really can't comment on that. What are you two doing?
Yeah, what's going
Hey,
on?
Playing musical chairs over there.
Maybe.
Sharing the earpiece.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe we're doing weird things. I
tell
don't
you.
know. I mean,
Do you have your pants on?
Put your hands in the air.
Put your pants
she
on.
is wearing pants. I'm wearing
Your
pants.
hands at all times.
You want the hands up?
Yeah,
hands
no.
up.
Yes.
The same pair of pants.
Yeah, that ain't happening either. I know Justin better.
There really would be the dick punch coming in.
Yeah,
if that
absolutely.
really did happen.
He dropped his pants. The dick punch would be real. That's right.
And it wouldn't be a nice one either.
I'm closer to the door. He's got nowhere to run.
Yeah.
What is a nice dick?
But moving right along. Do we
Well,
want
that goes into the consent versus non-consent
Yeah.
thing.
We'll cover that more on Monday.
I see no written all over Justin's face. I just want to say.
That's what I'm talking about.
You see, it's a gold day in hell written on Justin's face. That's another story. But anyway, want to do a little stand-up for the folks out there, or we really need to do that today? We want to talk more about the telethon.
The stand-up from yesterday is going to have shot.
You know,
Bugs.
I didn't actually read it, so I tell you what, let's take a look at it.
Well, I didn't look at it either, so I mean, but a lot of the guys were sitting there working during the telethon.
Hey, Fletch
They did get
was
distracted.
working up until midnight still. He was still working on that, and he chimed in, like 5-10 minutes before the end, showing people, and he was designing the leaf shield. I mean, Arius was just having orgasm all day. He was elfgasming all over himself yesterday
What else is new?
with the leaf shield and the spear and all the bow and arrow. I mean, Arius was just beside himself.
You know, it's amazing how fast he actually gets that stuff created. Because he literally just got the leaf shield thrown together right there.
He started it
Yeah.
right there that day on the telethon, and yes, the amount of shit he got done on that was fantastic. Yeah.
That leaf
Well, he
shield
was
looks
sitting there
awesome.
for 12 hours.
And he was diehard, you know. Again, they were surprised when he chimed in towards the end of the telethon. They were like, "You're still here?" He said, "Yeah, I'll be here a little while longer." And it was like midnight. It's like, geez, really?
Well, you have to remember, these guys put in a crap ton of work.
Yeah.
I was talking with Gix and when we were leaving, and he's like, "Yeah, I got here at 6:30 this morning,
Yeah.
and we were leaving after 12:30."
Yes.
And it's one where these guys put in an absolute ton of work, and since most of them are doing it just because they love what they're doing and they love the community. They love supporting the players.
Absolutely.
They love seeing that the players are supporting them to the level that we are. And
Dallas went
awesome
ahead
guy.
and told a story that, of course, he came out of retirement to take on the role here in Shroud Avatar and work again in the gaming industry. We heard a couple of the developers while they were up doing their thing saying just how much they really love the team that they've assembled and they work with. And I've heard it several times from several different developers down there that, again, the team is just awesome to be with and work with. And we know, I mean, I've seen the Attonwood, you know, we hear and we joke about them all the time. You know, first one in, last one out, and last one out sometimes is after midnight, you know.
Yeah.
And this is on, you know, so these guys pop in during the weekends to get work done. They work from home. They're in game. I mean, List is in game with us throughout the day. I mean, I run into List out in Sultan 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and she's out there helping everybody, you know, greeting people and just hanging out and having a good time as well.
List is a guy.
I know that, but List's character is a female, so I refer to List as a female. You know, gender identity, dude. Politically correct for crying out loud.
You're triggering me right now.
Are we gonna make him use a different outhouse for crying out loud because he's a guy playing a girl? We're not gonna do that. But anyway,
It's an outhouse.
So yesterday, I know Richard was on the radio doing some promotions yesterday morning at 6:30 and was still there well after midnight last night. I mean, these guys are truly dedicated.
Yeah, Richard hit up one of the local radio stations in Austin, KLBJ FM, with Dudley and Bob.
Nice.
So he was kicking off his book. Today he had some meetings at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Then he's got a book signing.
Book signing at noon. Yep.
And then on Saturday, we have a player gathering in Austin for the Sherwood Forest Fair.
That's a Ren Fair, and
Yes.
that's the contact for that is who started that thread? Was it Winfield?
Winfield,
yeah.
and there is a meetup. It's listed on the Soda meetups. So if you go to meetup.com and then just do a search for Soda, you'll be able to find it that way.
That's right. So
And
if you're in the
right
local
now-
area,
Yeah, I know Chris was thinking about going, but I don't know whether or not he'll make it, depending on how sick he is. Yesterday he wasn't feeling well, obviously. Lord British is definitely going. Darkstar might go, and then a few others are probably going to be going as well.
so another
a few other
opportunity to
guests.
get to
Scotty
meet your
might
fellow
show up.
Shroudies.
Ooh.
Yes.
And I hear that Jack and Justin are going to be attending. Yes, they'll be there.
Something.
Are you guys having fun throwing fireballs at the camera today? Is that part of today's
Some of that,
show? Are
yeah.
we doing that on purpose, or
Yes,
Riddle
they are
it. Where's the
doing it on
riddle?
purpose.
That's the riddle. Man.
Well, he's blowing his firewad.
he's blowing his fire wad?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I tell you.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, moving right along.
So did you want to actually do the stand up?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so stand-up corner from yesterday was posted right about 1 o'clock because I was sitting next to Chaos when he did it, and he hasn't posted today's stand-up or yesterday's stand-up.
Telethon.
Yeah, the telethon stand-up hasn't been posted. Don't forget stand-up corners where the devs sit there and say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down and eventually gets posted on the interwebs, and we get to interpret it.
And it's very cool. I got to watch the stand-up meeting today.
Oh, cool. You were down there for breakfast this morning?
Yeah, I had some meetings before the show today.
Did you bring book 2 with you before we get
Nope.
there? You didn't
No
bring
book
book 2 with you?
No,
Is book 2 still in the works?
absolutely. You know, book 2 started the moment book 1 was printed.
Was printed and bound, that's right.
Yeah.
I think she ran into an issue with the carrier she was using broke, and so she has to acquire another one in order to bring in book 2.
It wasn't that big. It was a little book. It was a little book.
Little.
It was a little book.
Little.
50
was a little
pages, I
bit.
heard.
It was 50 pages.
Yeah.
Front sides only. Front sides only.
So, you ready for this?
Yes,
Do
we are ready.
You ready for stand-up corner?
Do it.
Okay, so this is yesterday's stand-up corner from Thursday, March 9th. Don't forget, today is Friday, March 10th, or something like that.
That's what it says right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, wait, way down there. So, Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob. Oh, by the
Man,
way,
had a-
Justin,
That
before,
dude,
no, because I got to touch on this one. I think we have the international symbol for Cult of Bob now.
Oh,
The
is
bunny.
it bunny ears?
The bunny. We got to find something for the Cult of Bob, or just a picture of Bob in the bunny outfit, and we can run with that, I think.
Lum put one on Facebook
Did he?
yesterday. Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has fun with Bob. Everyone loves
Bob.
the hell out of Bob.
That's why
I
we
feel
have
that
the
Bob
Cult
needs-
of Bob, man.
I feel that Bob needs emotional help right now.
Bob the Builder.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, emotional help came in the
I
form
think
of Goldschlager yesterday.
someone needs to help Bob.
The
Bob
people who
just
need
needs
help are the
Tylenol
people
today.
not wearing the bunny rabbit suits. Those are the people that need help. The people who can walk on camera in a bunny rabbit suit and sit down and drink and talk don't need no help. They've got a pretty good grip on things, in my
I don't
opinion.
know about that.
Okay.
There's
So-
a deep sadness underneath all of
Yeah.
the joviality of
Nothing
Bob.
a bottle of Goldschlager can't fix.
And the clown is crying.
Goldschlager cannot cure.
And he was so freaked out because I bought him a new bottle, and he was like, "Oh God, somebody else already bought me a bottle." By the time 4 o'clock rolled around yesterday, I think both of those were empty.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, moving right
It was-
on.
At some point in time, he was working on kettle drums.
Kettle drum.
Now he's wishing that anybody that has kettle drums
It's
is
quiet.
going to be
Stop.
dead. Yes. New guy, Damon.
Damon
Oh.
Waldrop. You had a chance to
was
sit
not
down with
speaking
Damon
English
yesterday,
last
didn't you?
Yeah, at the end of the night was not speaking English. He was working on flame spells and ice spells as he was professing his undying love for Gix at the end. Fletcher,
Fletch lives.
he was messing with capes and vile weapons at some
Vile
point in time in the past. Kevin, working on the Kabbalist wearables and forums update and hair transparency. The almighty Gix Vargach, Matt. Not gonna do it? Not gonna join it?
No, I'm concerned about what you're about to say next. Carry on.
Bugs.
Uh-huh.
And why would you be concerned about this?
Swimming death.
Swimming death animations?
Telling you. Sink like a
Nothing.
frickin' rock if you go into water with plate armor on. Die.
As a healer, these things concern me. Go
I
ahead.
know that.
And King Korobor?
King
Which looked amazing last night, by the
Korobor,
way.
The pimp.
Laz isn't a
The
fan
pimp.
of King, but
Yes.
I think he's pretty cool. Confetti, so he's looking for those confetti eggs to smash on top
The
of
king looks like a pimp. I'm sorry.
I just knocked the earbud out of her ear. And a large harp. See,
Large
what he's really
harp.
modeling this harp off is the Guinness harp, and so he's having to drink massive quantities of Guinness in order to get the harp exactly correct. And I've seen that harp in real life.
Excellent.
You've
Yeah.
seen the harp in real life?
The Guinness harp, yeah. It's behind some plexiglass or something like that. Reed is working on the cobblestone roadway pavers. He's trying to dig me out of the mud pit that I have managed
Yeah.
to get myself into.
Yeah. He's gonna save your ass. That's what he's doing.
Hopefully.
That's what he was working on Thursday, saving your ass.
Hopefully, yes. Reed, please. Hurry. Over in design, B. Cotton
Be cotton.
was talking about agriculture for an hour and a half with me, but eventually I'll tell someone what was really said, as well as hat patterns and weapons. Hat patterns Hat patterns.
Hat
patterns.
You had me at agriculture.
I know.
Goggles need to be a pattern. Thank you.
Seawolf.
Seawolf.
Working on the map review and dungeon assets.
He said asset.
And he's taking lessons from Led Zepp as he impales some corpses.
Gross.
What? What are you talking about? How's that gross? I mean, Led Zepp the impaler?
That's what they call me.
Or is it only
The
sheep that he
sheep
impales?
impaler.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's only the
Here
sheep.
comes Vlad.
Yeah, you should see Justin's face right now.
We can see it. She's
We
on.
can see
I can see my face right now.
It's the cringe. Yeah. Dan is working on the Oracle Colossus
And
map kickoff and Player Town revisions, and is running around some ruins.
The rum ruins.
Sanyo working on S-Guard NPC conversations and devotional NPCs and map review and map kickoff.
Map kickoff. Been talking about those maps a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Lum the Mad
Mad. The
was
perturbed.
passing out some of his birthday coins to some very
Is that what
special
those
people.
were? You never answered me on that. They look like a pattern. Were they just coins on a desk and you had a bad picture?
Mine's at the hotel.
He's
Mine's
going to
in my
reach into his
laptop bag.
Do you want me to
pocket
go
and
get
show
it?
me one.
Go get
I
it?
know.
Sure. Laptop bags in my bedroom. Look for the plastic totes and beside that. And then after that, let's see. Justin's going to my bedroom.
I see that.
I know. Then after that, let's see.
Sorcerer
He was working on
Dirty.
no map review, tutorial review, and map kickoff meeting. I did have an extended conversation with Dallas yesterday, and he is going to be redoing all of those intro scenes to actually make them a lot more user friendly.
Yeah, they
Other
got a
things.
lot of good, useful information during the free trial week. And the free trial week told them that the first-time user experience
challenge
really
points.
needs to be polished.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of polish.
What the fuck are you doing with all? Jesus Christ!
Hey, watch your mouth.
Yeah, see? This guy's hoarding shit
See
over
the
there.
hands. You see the
What are
hands.
you talking about?
What the hell is happening right now?
Looking for the Lum the Mad challenge coin.
In the 300 other coins he's got in that bag.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I can
I
see the
take it
look
out?
on
Oh.
Justin's face. I know what she's talking about.
It's right next to my one being the Dark Star, which is look at the TV and it's bottom left.
You should just go get it.
Jeez.
I know. Well, I'm trapped.
Oh, I'm sure she'll let you out.
I only have a handful of challenge coins.
Yeah.
Handful or two.
Yeah. Where's mine?
You hoarder.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
It's his little secret.
Yes. Oh, she found it. So the Lum the Mad coin. It's inside of this little plastic.
Would you give me that? Jesus, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
She's gonna take it out of the plastic.
They don't want to look at the clear of the plastic. They want to see the effing coin.
That's right. Tell him.
Nice and shiny.
Oh, you're
Tell him.
Nice and shiny.
There
Nice.
we go.
Look at that reflection on there. Lum the Mad. Representing. This is another Sir Frank coin. It is one that the only way to get this one is straight from Lum
Very nice.
for people that he likes on some days. And whatever you do, don't try to give him a hug
Oh,
after.
it was so hard not to. I wanted to give him a hug so bad.
Yes.
I had to dig in your crotch to get the yikes.
Whoa! Wash your hands, girl.
What's going on?
You got to put that head
It's going there.
earbud somewhere.
I had to get it back. God.
Disinfectant.
I tell you.
Don't put it in
Ooh,
too
and
far.
right along.
Colonoscopy coming later. Where were we? Sorcerer Steve
Sorcerer
was working on the
Steve.
map review and CAS and feedback integration. Vascorpor, our very own List Rostov, working on the map review. And Bugs.
Bug.
And yesterday he was working on the fall still. So new map.
The fall.
Don't know which one that one is. Yes. Over in tech, we had Bobby working on the
Bobby Thompson.
soda map integration, and sound effects support, and bugs.
Bug.
And yesterday during the telethon, if anyone was watching, paying attention to Discord, Chris Spears gave us a little preview of the map integration, and it was someone was walking in an area, and there was a map window in Shroud that
it's
was
amazing.
mirrored of soda maps. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You mean like Soda Navigator?
Yeah, it calls from except
But
it's
you mean
into
like you
the
can open
client.
it right in the game?
It's
and
it's part of
yeah.
the client. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Don't have to run third-party software.
So that's what soda map integration is all about.
So they finally gotten up with that because we've been
I
watching.
think they're finally going to add a map. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't
Then
know why
Eric-
they wouldn't integrate Soda Map. It's a great resource.
Yeah, and you have to remember the reason that they have not created their own like map for within the game is because they keep on changing where certain things are located, and so if they move something one hex, that means that they have to go redo all of those maps, and instead of so they were waiting until the map was completely finalized before
I
they
also think
work
there
on
was
their
a
own
little
maps.
bit of philosophical pushback about having in-game maps as well. Like we want people to only use in-game maps. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe things have changed.
Now, and again, Lord British actually pulled out the folder where they started playing with the map and put the very first printed world map up for sale last night as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll touch on that. Let's knock this out, and then we can. We're running short already, and
Running out of time.
So much to talk about, so much to rehash, so much to laugh about from yesterday's telethon. We'll be rehashing this, of course, throughout the week, I'm sure.
So we also have where was I at? Eric working on Siege devotionals and PlayerTown Siege research and NPC fidget animations. He still wants you to come here. Come hither. Come hither. And don't punch me in the crotch. Please not that.
I didn't see an animation for that.
We need the crotch punch.
Need the butt slap first.
That depends on who you ask.
But we're gonna get the Prospectors dance. That got a jury yesterday. We're gonna get the Prospectors dance done in there. Zeke
How are
could
you
be happy
going to
with
go
that
prospecting?
Got a prospect, you know what I mean?
You should have seen how that went down too, because he was in the room doing it just as Richard walked by the window and he goes, "Wait, what is that? What is that?" And he stood out there watching. He was like, "That is fantastic." So he's watching the replay, the 30-second delay replay. And then when he started doing it again, he ran into the room. And that was the moment that you saw. He'd been standing out in the hallway going, "What is happening right now?"
'Cause we need
great.
that
We need this in the
in game. And that's
What was
how
it?
it happens.
What was
He
it?
walked in the room, the Prospectors dance.
I didn't see that, so I have no idea what
That was
it
on
is.
Dragons.
If you've ever seen the video for Cotton Eyed Joe, you know what the Prospectors
Okay,
dance
yes,
is.
yes.
Um,
Do you have a link?
yeah, go to
Yeah.
YouTube and type in Cotton Eyed Joe, okay?
Cotton Eye Joe. How do you spell that?
Never heard
Is
that song
Two
before.
R's?
I'm surprised someone hasn't made an animated GIF of that developer.
No, it's
dancing
two,
like that yet.
it's two Joes.
Put it on my list.
Moo.
Okay, so JY was working on the asset bundles loading performance and localization. Wizard Smoke. He's been puff past the magic movers and the task list. Over in QA, the Attenwood was working on sanity tests and regression testing and patterns. Smoke sheet.
Smoke test. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
That's right. And then after that, Serafina was working on customer service and bundle testing and world building forums.
Waiting to hear from her with some of that wonderful customer service, telling me she found the
Customer
problem.
servant. She's the customer servant.
Nah,
she sang
you
a
don't,
song
don't say
yesterday.
that about Serafina.
And she
You
sang
think
a song.
Justin
Yeah.
stuff. Sarah
I didn't
kick your
say
ass,
that.
buddy.
I didn't say it. They said
He didn't say that. Barrick said it.
right.
Oh, I'm surprised she hasn't kicked his ass then.
Slip of the tongue.
I don't know that she was in there when it happened. That
No.
may be later.
Slip of the tongue.
Whoops. Our useless overhead group, we ended up with Gorn.
Back in the red Speedo saddle.
That's right, as he works on general business. Barrick working on... I think that's the construction. Yeah. Then after that, Barrick working on the telethon prep and bundles update. Hutch was working on the map review and statues and materials. Chaos working on telethon and weekend flash sale and bundles and weekly update. Darkstar working on the telethon and weekly update and map review and trial feedback review. Violation working on telethon support and Winfield working on telethon support. And that's what everybody was doing.
Yay, telethon.
Yesterday.
That's right.
During the stand-up meeting. Yeah. Yep.
So, Justin, you said you had a chance to attend the stand-up this morning. What did you think? Thoughts real quick before we move on?
It was different than I expected it to be. It was really fast, going over, just kind of a general overview. What are you working on? A few words, and then move on to the next person. And it went in several rounds. It seemed to me that people were in and out, and it was really interesting to hear all the things that people managed to work on yesterday during the drunken shenanigans. That was the surprising part to me.
Well, again, as we saw, people were actually working on stuff like Fletch, and most of the other developers were off in their desks doing their regular thing and getting stuff done. That's what goes on around there. Now, I know nothing got done in Gix's office because you guys were there, so not a whole lot got done down there yesterday in that part, I'm sure.
Don't point at me. Don't point at me.
Justin was working on the...
I saw that
Twitter
big smile on your face as soon as I said that.
She was not bugging Gix much at all.
No, I was working really hard yesterday, but I walked around the corner and he was spawning dragons and blowing up Serpent's Watch yesterday, so I'm sure that the guys were having fun.
I was about to say spawning bunnies, probably.
I don't know what else got spawned. I walked around the corner just in time to see the dragon.
The great cat invasion of Sultan sometime last night, but...
I heard that there's a nasty rumor the Death Bunny is making a comeback.
Yeah, we saw him yesterday. He was on the telethon. He was drinking Goldschlager. What are you talking about?
We had him live. That's right. We got an interview direct from the Death Bunny.
The Death Bunny, yeah. The Death Bunny's coming back to the game.
No, all day long. I was watching Discord all day long, and my favorite Discord comment from the entire 12-hour day was Rhea asking if Bob was tameable.
And that sounds like Rhea too. That's funny.
In order to tame Bob, you need to put some fossils in front of him in order to attract his attention.
Fossils or Goldschlager on the end of the string on the stick, and you could get
You need a bunch of mini Goldschlagers. That's right. And you put a little trail of them out, and as he's picking them up.
Yes, he will. He will do all of that.
But, of course, today is Friday here on the show. And, of course, we've got a bevy of events on the calendar for you folks.
None whatsoever. Don't know what you're talking about.
Not a single thing going on out there this weekend. Okay, scratch
because everybody's hungover today.
But, of course, as you saw, we just mentioned there's going to be a weekend flash sale, which seems to be a regular occurrence these past few weeks. So hopefully we'll see weekend flash sales continue on. There is the Death Bunny. The Death Bunny is there. Get his head. We need a Death Bunny head. Unfortunately, we can't do that with that Death Bunny.
Well, I was going to say that there is going to actually be a change since they've been working on their tech as far as the sales and the flash sales and everything else. One of the things that I talked with Dallas about was in-game sales that are Kodo purchases only. And those will be coming in the near future. So that way they can do... So that way, you know what? You get to visit the in-game store for those sales.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff... Now, there was also talk of adding other things, letting people buy bank slots with Kodos, all sorts of other stuff. But, before we get onto the calendar, let's hit up Dex real quick. Dex, we had some big numbers yesterday posted, and now we can actually talk about it on the stream. You want to just give everybody a recap of those numbers for everybody for the chemotherapy, chemo relief fund, and what's going to be happening with the next step, because you really didn't get a chance to touch on that.
Yeah, we had the big announcement yesterday during the 1B presentations that after the auctions were closed and the GoFundMe and everything is completed, we raised an amazing $55,000 for Iron Maiden. And
well
and
above and beyond
all of those
25,000 goal. That's right.
That's amazing.
More than double.
Yeah,
Awesome.
more than double. All proceeds went to Iron Maiden. Yeah, I mean, this thing was a huge success, and I think it proves that we have a pretty viable model going forward to do things like this for other folks and other causes that we care about in the future. So we're going to be forming a formalized charity initiative called the AIRI Fund that will be community driven. We're assembling a board of directors and other people in the community to help run it because it's going to be a big task. We're going to have a sizable donation of seed money that will be coming in to that we'll be able to build upon and continue to do good works around the community and the virtues and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't be more thrilled and more grateful to everybody who helped participate and make this little seed of an idea blew into a huge smashing success. And I think that most importantly, besides helping Doug, it really brought the community together in an interesting way.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Great stuff. And yes, thank you for that reminder. Of course, want to welcome Donnie Braskow, the pimp. Braskow. Yeah, I'm Brooklyn, okay? You know, we're allowed to get away with that over there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Laz only mispronounces every other word.
That's right.
So
Have you ever seen that movie, Donnie Brasco?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Great movie. But Donnie came in as a visitor last week on the Free Play Week. And yesterday, before the end of the telethon, he was going to buy in, and we told him to hold off till the telethon. And he wound up buying a $3,200 bundle after coming in on the Free Play Week. So the power of free play, that's just one person that we know of, but he came on in, he jumped headfirst in and says, I want to get in. How do I get land? How do I get this? And we pushed him in the right direction. We told him to wait for the sales, and he's now a proud owner of a Cobalt City Keep house out there. It's a city, not keep, the heck is it? Anyway.
Another sucker.
So
Another
there's
sucker.
I didn't know
Like a
there were
big
still
house.
like $3,200 bundles out there.
Those are in
tax-free
bundles, yeah.
You go to the bundle store. You got to go check out the Obsidian bundles. You ain't been checking out the store, man. The Obsidian, all those bundles, they're doing some great work, and they've added a ton, literally a metric shit ton of new stuff for these pledges. So if you haven't visited those, go out and revisit them.
Literally?
There's all sorts. Yeah, literally a metric shit ton. And if you want the definition of a metric shit ton, just ask Dex and he'll give you the actual conversion rates, okay? But let's get back on track with the calendar. We've got a short time to fit in a lot of stuff. So let's give them the abridged version of this today.
Yeah, don't forget community calendar is on nbnn.info. If you want your public calendar shared on it, just go to contact Laz or news@nbnn.info.
Or hit me up in game.
Yep. Don't pull back too far or you'll yank an earbud out. Okay, so we do have...
Put an earbud out, kid.
Yep.
Put your eye out.
Yes. I want a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. Okay, so we do have VIP tickets still available for SodaCon. Don't forget, visit sodaconaustin.org for more information. If you definitely know that you're not going to be able to attend SodaCon in October and you want the rare cloak, those are available for a donation until they are exhausted. Early bird tickets are ongoing until April Fool's Day.
April Fool's.
Today is Friday, March 10th. Today at noon, 3, 6, 9, and midnight. Around the clock, there are two idiots joined by someone that tries to mediate or something.
That's what I'm doing?
I don't know.
By the hot
what are you
chick
doing
from
here?
the radio.
Yeah. Don't forget to tune into Justin's show on WRFB
WRFB.
That's what I'm saying.
on Thursday nights.
Yeah, see, they got thrown for a loop when I threw that one at them on the telethon yesterday. Like, nobody had ever heard that before down there.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We never do anything. Never, ever.
Never.
Today at 7 p.m., there's a variety of events for you. If you are interested in some PvE, you can always join the Phoenix Republic for PvE nights. That's contacting Malhari or Kazan Phoenix Fire for more information. If you're interested in some PvP,
Vengeance Madness.
that's right. Go out to the town of Vengeance, kill everybody for an hour for Vengeance Madness.
Just cover
They
events.
enjoy it. Just cover events. Okay. 9 p.m. Friday Night Fights still on hold. Which takes us to Saturday, where at 6 a.m. you do need to turn into
No.
Wake
This
Up with
week,
New Britannia.
Wake Up New Britannia will be shifting, but they are on vacation this weekend.
Oh.
That's right.
What do you mean shifting?
Time zone.
Going forward, they have been on from 6 to 8 with the time change this weekend. Daylight savings, they will be now on from 7 to 9 on Saturday mornings.
And we'll get that updated in the calendar for everybody. But they are taking a break this week while that time shifts.
See, they're trying to recover from the hangout and being awarded the 1Bs because their celebration happened
And
after that.
they can celebrate all weekend long. Again, one more
So
time.
excited!
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
to those
guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Long time
Well
coming.
earned. Yeah.
At 7 p.m., the EVL Monster Mash Dungeon Crawl is going to start on the overworld map outside of Soultown. The dungeon master for that is going to be Elmara Farwalker. At 10 p.m., you can tune into the Hearth of Britannia's Patreon kitchen streaming for some soft cinnamon rolls.
Like the velvet touch of a well-lubricated cougar's hand.
Holy!
Where'd that come from? What the?
He's tested this in advance, apparently.
What the hell just happened?
He had that right on the top of his head. That's what's
I meant lotioned, not lubricated.
That was inappropriate. Jesus.
Don't know what you're talking about. Nothing ever around
This is
here
a family show.
inappropriate.
This is a family show, so please don't make family on the show.
So,
See diagram.
Rustic, I do have a question. Why is that also on the 1 a.m. for Sunday as well? Is that intentional, or is it going to be happening twice over the weekend?
Let me take a look at that right now. I actually have the calendar open.
That's somebody else's calendar.
Oh, that is?
That's
Liz
no,
would like
okay,
to know
never
which
mind.
kind of cougar.
I see. Yes, it is.
Meow.
It is at
So-
1 a.m. Sunday as well.
Well, you do it better than I do. Do it.
So, what day is that? 1 a.m.? I'm not seeing that.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Which
It's on
Sunday?
someone else's. It's on someone else's calendar, and I don't know whose it is.
Sunday.
At the Fair Park Coliseum.
8:30 a.m. We do have the Pax Slayer meeting in teams in their team speak. The Pax at Veritas. Don't forget, there's no password for that. At 12:30, if you're interested in staring at the skies after collecting all those mushrooms in game, you can join Bo and Bloodgood for Astronomy Night, which is going to take place at the museum in the New Britannian Market. Remember, the New Britannian Market is right outside of Brittany. At 3 p.m., the Bear Tavern is doing their pub crawl. They start drinking, and then they go find some monsters to slay. If you're interested in some PvP,
With the proper PvP-ness.
Penis.
you need to go to the town of West End for the West End Fight Club.
Penis.
Yes, that's also at 7 p.m. is the Pax Slayer evening edition of their meeting, which takes place in Pax Slayer. What? Why are you laughing? You act like we do this all the time. We have no clue what the hell we're doing. Final event of the weekend is Fishing with Winfield at some fishing spot somewhere, and the only requirement of fishing with Winfield is
Fish.
Don't even talk to me.
Fish. And that's our community calendar for this weekend. Don't forget, if you are in the Austin area on Saturday, you do need to join us for the Sherwood Forest Fair. Get there about 10 a.m. or so, 11 a.m. Something.
Something, honey. Okay.
Yep. That's our weekend calendar in
Shroud
of
the Avatar. Now, don't forget, you can catch our show throughout
I wonder
the
if
day.
this is what she does while she's at
on
work.
WRFB. She listens
that
to
would be
us and she
funny.
giggles like this. We just can't see her. That's all.
I know.
You got to see the people looking at her going, what the hell's that chick doing over there in that cubicle?
It's like, what's so
Grimy Traders Auction House. If you want to start an auction, check out grimytraders.com. And you too can start your own auctions, gold or cash. You can take your choice, grimytraders.com. I know, I've thrown you off. Hawkenshire and Markham Farms, the official sponsors of NBNN. If you need wholesale cotton reagents, vegetable, ale, and more, check them out. Don't forget sodamap.com with Jacob White, giving you Soda Navigator. We got Relics by Rild. Relics by Rild has all sorts of new swag out there, and if you want to save some money on that, use the promo code NBNN. Save 10% off that swag. RelicsByRild.com. And of course, don't forget the marketplace, ShroudMarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs. Of course, it's Friday. We've been having too much damn fun around here today. These two are poking each other on camera while I'm trying to do this. And of course, we got to wrap it up and get out of here because there's just never enough time, especially when we've got Justin sitting in on the camera with us.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, we're all seeing it. It'll make the yearly highlight tapes. This is definitely going to make the highlight reel. But meanwhile, we got to get out of here. It is the weekend. We're going to wrap it up and get out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And that's
I'm
Justin.
Justin.
That's right. And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest shenanigans and hijinks from right here inside Shrouded Avatar. We'll be back with more and a recap on Monday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We love you guys. We didn't forget you guys. And we'll be back with more. Thanks, everybody. We'll see y'all then. Slap him. Slap him. No. One's live on camera.
I hear my name?
Yes, you did. I love this shit.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go eat lunch now with Scotty.